Helen Keller was blind, deaf, and dumb, and somebody asked her, how did you make such contribution in spite of being blind, deaf, and dumb? She said it was not in spite of, it was because of. Had I not been blind, deaf, and dumb, probably I might not have made any contribution. And then she said, somebody asked, what is worse than having no eyesight? She said, having eyesight with no vision is worse than having no eyesight. You got eyes, you cannot see, you are worse. Folks, winners do it in spite of, not in absence of, and always winners put in that extra effort. How do they turn weakness into a strength? Let me share with you one more. One time, there was a young couple coming home, and they had a car accident. The parents got out of the window, and they had a little boy, 5-year-old, got stuck in the back seat. They literally had to torch the door open to get the kid out all night. The doctors kept working on the kid because the boy was hurt. Next morning, the doctors came out and said, we got good news and bad news. And the good news is your kid is going to live. But the bad news is we had to amputate his left arm. He's going to be a one-armed kid. Well, the parents had to accept it. One day, the kid was watching a movie by Bruce Lee, a martial art movie. And he fell in love with martial art. He went to his dad. He said, Dad, I want to learn martial art. He said, son, with 2 arms it's tough. With 1 arm, who's going to take you in? Well, anyway, they got to a school where the instructor was like Mr. Miyagi in the Karate Kid. You saw the movie, yes, no? Yeah. And the instructor said, son, I'll take you in one condition. Don't ask me questions, just keep doing what I tell you to do. And they taught him how to stretch back and forth, and they taught him one move. A month later, he was still doing the one move. 6 months later, a year later, the kid was still doing the same move. He saw many other kids came after him, and they were doing all different moves. So he couldn't hold himself, went to the teacher and said, Sensei, that's what they call in Japanese. He said, Sensei, I've been here over a year. How come I'm learning this? I'm doing the same one move. And these kids have been here a month, 2 months, they're learning, doing all different moves. And teacher reminded him of his promise. Remember, don't ask me questions, keep doing what I tell you. And he said, son, I know you are learning only one move, but I'll tell you what, in life, you'll never need a second one. One day the kid came for practice, and the teacher said, son, you are representing the school at the tournament. He said, what? He said, just be there, don't ask questions. Well, the day came. It was a quarterfinals, it was a big fight, but somehow this kid got the opponent same one all he knew, and he won. He couldn't understand what was going on. Well, now it was the semifinals. It was a bigger opponent, bigger fight, but somehow he got the opponent same one all he knew, and he won the second time. Couldn't understand what was going on. Now it was the finals, and this opponent was brutal. At some point he came, and he punched this kid in his ribs, broke 3. And then he came and he kicked this kid, broke his teeth. And the kid went flying off to the ropes with ribs broken, teeth broken. He was lying. And he was getting counted out. He was badly hurt. While he was lying there, he saw outside his teacher was sitting right there, and he had eye contact with his teacher. And the moment he had eye contact, the kid started crying. Tears started rolling. Boy, he was badly hurt. A teacher said, son, you know what to do. Before the kid got counted out, he got up one more time, went right back, and somehow got the opponent same one all he knew, and he won. Boy, it became history. One-armed kid became the champion. His parents were there. They said, son, we're very proud of you. Now let's go home. You do need medical assistance right away. He said, no, you go home. Today, my teacher will take me home, and he has to answer questions. the teacher was driving the kid back home. He said, Sensei, tell me, did I win or did they take pity on me because I'm a one-armed kid that gave me the title? He said, son, this is martial arts. Nobody gives anything to anybody in life. He said, son, and he said, Sensei, then I don't understand. I with one arm became the champion, and how come these people with two arms could not become champions? And teacher said, son, when I started teaching martial art, there's something I never told you. In any contact sport, contact sport is wrestling, martial art. In any contact sport, for every hold, there is a counter, and the hold that I taught you, the only counter to that one is to grab your left arm. And you got none. Your greatest weakness in life will become your greatest. Folks, winners recognize their limitations but focus on their strength. Losers recognize their strength but focus on their limitations. Folks, remember one thing. Every product, every organization, there is a built-in weakness somewhere. Every product, every company has a built-in weakness somewhere. We need to learn how to turn a weakness into a strength.